Number 1, might as well be the most insane in the list. We've got over here Plan 8. You might actually remember the project from all the way back at the Game Awards of 2021, where we came across a bunch of new games from Hurlibis. Speaking of which, Plan 8 was another MMORPG by the same folks who are also bringing Crimson Desert that is described as a exo-suit MMO shooter and an open world. The game is only rumored to be coming out next year to PCs and all consoles as well.
The era of unending peace is past. It is now time for we wolves of war to awaken.
Project Awakening was originally announced for the PlayStation 4 for like 5 years ago. It was so realistic at the time, we thought it's actually a scam. The project went silent and, believe it or not, if you haven't heard yet, last year resurfaced via Twitter and that apparently the game is still in the works. Not just that, but that it's an open-world action RPG Souls-like and a next generation to PC exclusive. If you missed out on the trailer, this might not be in-game footage, but the folks promised that it'll be as close as they can to what you see here. Coming up behind that, it's the most anticipated Chinese-developed zombie survival open-world game in the making, in the style of Days Gone, but a hack and slasher. We mentioned this one before earlier in the year, a Showa American story. Looking like a Dead Rising meets Grand Theft Auto and Devil May Cry all had a baby. This is not just from China, it's actually a co-developed company. It's part American. The game is only rumored to be coming out of PCs and PlayStation consoles sometime next year.
You can give a man a gun and make him your weapon.
And number 4 by Antimatter, basically the same folks who came up with the first IGI. A few months ago we came across the reveal of their newest IGI game, Origins, and that is now releasing across all platforms within 2023, possibly September. Origin is actually a prequel to the IGI 2000 game, reimagining the series with a modern take on the shooting genre, also made with the use of Unreal Engine 5.
Knives are razor sharp. Sometimes you need to help discriminate friend from foe.
Well, work to be done, eh? We still have a mission to complete.
Number 5, we've got over here Shift Ups, the Korean developer's most anticipated hack and slasher PlayStation 5 exclusive for the past few years, the one and only Stellar Blade. Previously known as Project Eve, Stellar Blade not only is shifted gear and engine, now using Unreal Engine 5, also coming to PCs. The game is mainly a single-player action-adventure RPG coming out in 2024 alongside the likes of Lost Soul Aside, Black Myth, and a few other games as big as this one in the genre.
이 레거시는 믿을 수 없어요. 그렇죠? 그렇다고 말해줘요.
여기 있는 누구나 그 손길이 닿은 적은 없어. 모두 버려진 거야.
그건 신상 모독이에요. 릴리, 부탁해. 난 이러기 위해 태어난 거야. 이렇게 된 이상 나도 몰라요.
Gave us solutions. A better world.
Perfect Dark, on the other hand, self-described as an FPS, first-person shooter. Spy thriller, maybe something in the same vein as Splinter Cell games, but I kinda doubt. Nobody knows yet, to be honest. The company just dropped the news, partnering up with Square Enix, and possibly releasing the game by the end of 2024, if not, a couple of years later. Anyway, the game is a Microsoft exclusive and coming to PCs and Xbox consoles only.
Did you find the answers you were looking for, Agent Dark?
Not yet. This is just the beginning.
전사여.
Welcome to Ganesha City, a dense, vertically built metropolis where the rich live at the top and the poor huddle in shanty towns built into the sides of the city's foundations. It's sprawling and richly detailed, and it's just one small corner of a moon called Soma, itself just a small piece of Beyond Good and Evil 2's gigantic open world.
Moving on, we have over here once again, although just a quick mention, Beyond Good and Evil 2, a game that has been in development for over 400 years at least. And I'm not even kidding. Apparently, still alive and kicking. The project actually had a job listing a few months ago and hired a few more specialists. Just so you know, we're probably looking at a 2025 release. At its earliest, the game is going to be coming to PCs and both generations of consoles simultaneously.
You'll need special equipment or skills to take on larger vessels, but your fighter ships are agile, able to execute barrel rolls, lock onto targets with homing missiles, and dogfight with police if you inadvertently break some city law like flying too close to a major tourist attraction or robbing a bank. And like your weapons, ships can be equipped with augments, enabling you to do things like firing healing missiles at your co-op partners. Your ships are also capable of hitting extreme speeds, covering thousands of kilometers in a matter of seconds. This is essential for getting around planets in a hurry, as well as for flying out into orbit to rendezvous with your mothership, a huge vessel that serves as your home base.
If you're a fan of the Mass Effect games, you should also find this interesting, that BioWare came out with the word that the sequel is finally hitting all consoles, even though we've seen almost nothing of it since reveal, but still, coming out, if not late 2024, the next year. Mass Effect 5 will be using the metahumans feature in the Unreal Engine 5, and the only other thing we know about this so far is that the narrative pace of the game remains, and it's way more bigger in scale.
Slaughtered our families. No longer am I frozen in terror, grief, and rage.
Number 14 by the same publishers of the new Lord of the Rings, Disaster, Gollum game, a bunch of other games in development too. Once again, a AAA Souls-like project going by the name Hell Is Us. Was titled as a time-traveling third-person action adventure and being built with the use of Unreal Engine 5. This is the trailer. Game set to be coming to PCs and the next generation of consoles only by the end of the year.
About me! Just get out of here! Hey! I can still fight on! Great, you're here!
Coming up behind that, we have once again Faith of Dan Shan, the sequel to a game that's over 6 years old. A turn-based RPG that came out with once again a few months back, with the news that it'll now be coming to PCs in addition to both generation of consoles somewhere between mid to late 2024. Hereafter is actually one of the biggest projects out of China. This time around, it'll be a fully fledged action RPG.
Get away! We're okay. Go and save Xia now. Be careful. Better catch up fast. Xia! Return my daughter, demon! Sorry, Captain. I couldn't stop it. I understand. No escape for you.
Down to the wicked waiting on that morning sun.
Number 16 from the Game Awards of 2021, in case you missed out on it, we've got Aftermath, a psychological survival thriller, not much of a horror game, or at least what it's labeled as, and set in a post-apocalyptic Earth where you're gonna be playing as an astronaut that's came back to do something right. Anyway, the game is expected to be coming out in 2024, and this one over here we suspect to be a mix of cutscenes and some unfinished gameplay.
different characters.
Have you got a plan?
I am from the boy.
On the other hand, we have Echoes of the End. Kind of new to me, although this game was announced like 2 years ago, and it's been touted as one of the biggest projects out of an indie developer ever since, if we're talking action adventures. I mean, this looks like the kind of game that Square Enix makes. I mean, even a little bit like Forspoken. The game is going to be coming to PCs and the next generation of consoles only sometime next year.
Talk to each other in a way that sort of is almost antagonistic at first, but they get to like each other throughout the game.
What's up there?
One of those old wards.
Everything all right?
Yes, just getting a good look at it. Are you getting anxious alone?
Just having a hard time making small talk on my own.
Yeah, for her, it's like this missing paternal relationship. I really want to explore that as someone who hasn't had that guiding force in your life. What is it like to meet someone that provides you with this love of a parent for the first time in your life?
And last but not least, in case you've been waiting on an update on, State of Decay 3 recently got confirmation that is now being built with the use of Unreal Engine, and the team said the game will be completely different in visuals and also the gameplay mechanics, basically revisioned for a broader audience. In case you missed out, the game is a Microsoft exclusive. It is rumored to be coming out sometime next year.